Hi friends, it's Julia. I am here with day number 2 of my Counterfeit Kit Challenge series, and for this one I am starting again with a page map sketch from February 2023, and I'm going to start with this one here. So if you go over to the PDF file on Pagemaps, you can find this sketch to print out, and it will be the one on the second row. Second layout, second row. And I will show you a close-up here in just a minute. But some of the things that I have pulled in, you can see it's a 2-photo sketch. 1, 2. And I have pulled in 2 photos that I'm going to have to cut down. There they are. And then I have pulled in some scraps of paper. This is going to be my background paper. I have pulled this scrap in. It's the one that I used in the last layout. I'm going to use that side there. And then I pulled out these Traveler's Notebook pages from Close to My Heart. I figure I can use one of them at the top and one at the bottom, maybe like that. I don't know, maybe like that. One at the bottom, one at the top. You get the feel, like that. So anywho, and then I have some cut-off strips, zip strips, I think Close to My Heart calls them, but they're branding strips. Yeah, so I have those. And then I have pulled in some washi tape strips as well, for just in case these don't feel right as I'm putting things together. I have these. These are all the same. You know, when I started, I had multiples of these. I think 6 sheets. Yeah, there are 6 sheets here, so I have plenty to use those if I choose. I have pulled in a small tile alphabet, and I have multiple pages of that. It's gray, and I figure it went really well with this distressed paper. I have pulled in some pocket page cards. I have 3 smaller ones and 1 larger one. I have pulled in labels here and here. I have pulled in enamel dots. I have partial packages of all 3 of those. These brads I have pulled in. These epoxy strips, resin strips, whatever you want to call them, I have pulled those in. And I have pulled my stamp set in yet again. I'm thinking for the lines to put my journaling on. Not going to commit to it 100%, but that's where I'm at right now. I pulled in these with the flare, the epoxy pieces, the faux flare or faux brads, these chipboard pieces with the hearts, and then the floral bits and pieces. So I have all of that. Then I have the wood veneer, and then the butterflies, the acetate butterflies. I have a ton of those, and then these wood veneer of the birds that I painted. And then there's multiple others. There's owls, stars, arrows. Yeah, lots of stuff to play with. And I have pulled in my ticket punch yet again. Yeah, I just like this, and so I want to use it again. No problem with that. So this is where I'm starting. I'm gonna show you a close-up of the sketch, and then I will be back to show you the layout that I have completed using that sketch. Okay friends, I am done with layout number 2. Let me show you the things that I did not use. These butterflies I did not use. My stamp set I did not use. I was going to use this ampersand, and then I was going to use the little lines, and then I thought, no, I'm not going to, so it didn't end up getting used. I did not use the border strips. This pocket page card and these labels did not get used. Now, I used the border strip off the green paper to cut out that sentiment that was on one side to use it on the layout, and then this is the border cut from the pink paper in the background. These are all the scraps that I have. I pulled in some of this turquoise color and some of the pink color to use. You can see pocket page cards that were cut down here. Yeah, tons of stuff there. There's another pocket page card that was cut up. This is the piece that was cut off from the Traveler's Notebook pages, and I tried to keep a flower on one side so that, you know, I could use that on another layout. I did use the brads. I did use a label. I did use washi strips. I used this one and this one twice. I used enamel dots from all 3 sheets. I did use an arrow from these acrylic shapes. I did use the smaller alphabet to put my title down, and it's just their names. And then this alphabet set, I actually just used an ampersand from the back. Well, here we go, right here. As a reminder, here is the sketch again, and I used number 2. Oh, wait, let me show you. I did, oh, some of those were stuck underneath. I did use some of the arrow wood veneer pieces. I did use some of the chipboard hearts, and I did use a flare from in here. Here's a reminder of the layout, and then here is the layout that I created. It's a little bit different, but not a whole lot different. It still follows the same scheme of things. Let me set it side by side. You can see I have a strip of paper here, a strip of paper here. It has a scallop border here, but instead of that, I just put down this washi tape with the diagonal stripe, and then the washi tape over here calls for a solid stripe, and I just put this plaid down here. There's a flower here on the bottom of the photo, and the matting on the photo on this one is a little bit bigger, so I used a scrap of paper to border around this, and then a scrap of paper to border around this. That's the cutoff from the branding strip. The yellow, or sorry, the pink and the turquoise are scraps. This is a little scrap here, the tag here, and that bitty piece there is actually the pieces cut off from here, and so are these. So these are scraps from the just leftover scraps that I had with the kit. The wood veneers, the enamel dots are here and here. The flare, the chipboard I put in 3 spots. That flower, 3 flowers I fussy cut out. That pocket page card I cut out. I put the ampersand there. I used a brad for the tag. I used a label with that acrylic arrow, and then I put a little bit of scrap paper in behind that, and then I put my date here. Yeah, and it's good. It worked out fabulous. I only had the one larger flower here, so I put the flare down here, and because I cut out 2 flowers here, I didn't put a flare or anything. I just used those 2 and then put a heart up there. Yeah, and it's One Happy Day ended up being my title with Agatha and Matilda. So I love how this one turned out. It's very plain, it's very simple, and it's done. That's the best part. It's done, and it's going into the album. Anyway, guys, I will have close-ups of the embellishment clusters at the end of the video if you're interested in seeing those. Don't forget, if you're interested in seeing the rest of this series, make sure that you hit that notification bell so that YouTube notifies you whenever I post a new video. My Counterfeit Kit Challenge series runs the last 7 days of the month. I typically will pull my kit together at the 1st of the month, post the video on the 5th is when I try, and then I will post the layouts on the last 7 days of the month. Anywho, I appreciate you guys for being here, and I would love it if you would flip me a thumbs up, and I will see you guys on the next video. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.